So let's have a little chat, shall we? I ran across a very interesting article. And you know, I always come through to give my occult view because that's what I do. And I found something to be something that piqued my curiosity or piqued my interest. I ran across an article today, and I guess it's all throughout the news, that Botham Jeans family, you know, the young black man who was murdered by off duty police officer Amber Geiger. Botham Jean, Botham Jean, his family basically will not be able to sue the city of Dallas for his death. Now, Amber Geiger was a Dallas police officer, and we all know the story that she went into his apartment and she murdered him unjustly. And her excuse was she thought she was in her apartment. But here's where it gets interesting, and here's where the occult comes in. His family will not be able to sue the city of Dallas. And I'm going to tell you why his family will not be able to sue the city of Dallas. It's a self-fulfilling curse. When his brother, when that nigga got up in that courtroom, and when that judge got up in that courtroom, yeah, that lady, when she got up in that courtroom, and they gave that woman a hug, but especially the brother, when he got up, stood up in that court and asked, could he hug Amber Geiger, the woman who murdered his brother? That right there laid the groundwork for nothing working in their favor at all. Because basically what he did was he shitted on his brother's memory. I don't care what he says about Botham would have wanted him to do that. That's bullshit. Because Botham is telling me, fuck no, I would not have wanted him to do that. Fuck no! That's what Botham is telling me. That's what I'm picking up from his energy. Fuck no. And I'm picking that up from their ancestors as well. He disrespected and shitted on his ancestors when he did that. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe they are Haitian. Based upon the last name. I could be wrong, but I believe that's a Haitian last name. And you know, Haitians can be some unforgiving, relentless, very sinister motherfuckers when it comes to getting revenge on your motherfucking ass. And I admire that about them because I had that same type of personality. He stood up in that courtroom and gave that woman a hug, and then your family co-signs this, and then you all expect to sue. You expect your ancestors, I'm not going to say the ancestors, I'm going to say your ancestors, you expect your ancestors to stand by you and open up doors and roads for you to get the things that you need when you sat up in court and you forgave your brother's killer. So what you did was you basically said it was okay that you killed my brother. It's okay that he's no longer here. It's okay that he's dead. So therefore, because that brother did that, because he did that, he set up some energy that shuts down anything that they want to accomplish in getting justice for Botham Jeans' murder. So they can't get any justice because they have inflicted a self-inflicted curse not only on themselves but on their bloodline as well. Because what they've done is they've set up some energy that has pissed off their motherfucking ancestors. That is why that judge denied you all the ability to sue the city of Dallas where you would have gotten more money. That's why that judge did that, because your ancestors have backed off. I'm talking to the Jean family, Botham Jeans family. Your ancestors have backed off. You had them on your motherfucking side. You had people that were working against her magically. That's why she got the little bit of time that she got. But when that boy stood up in that motherfucking courtroom, when he stood up in that courtroom, he solidified every motherfucking thing. Fuck the judge. She ain't got no motherfucking power. I'm talking about what he did and how he disrespected his own motherfucking ancestors and his own motherfucking brother and his fucking energy and their entire fucking bloodline. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. So as a result of that, they're not working with you to help you get the things that you need. Because you basically said by giving that woman a hug that it was okay, that you forgave her. So there was no need for justice. Doesn't matter that she's going to jail, allegedly. Let's just say that, because we really don't know if she's going to spend one day in jail or not. We don't know that motherfucking woman. For all we know, she could be a motherfucking agent, and I'm just going to leave that to the side for a minute. But you betrayed your motherfucking ancestors, and you betrayed your brother when you stood up in that courtroom. Your family betrayed him when you stood up in that courtroom and gave that woman a hug who murdered him. And then your family has the unmitigated gall to try to sue the city of Dallas. Do you really think that your ancestors are going to stand by you when you disrespected their energy? And not only that, you disrespected your brother's energy as well by doing that motherfucking shit. But that's what niggas do. That's what niggas do. That's what you motherfuckers do. And then you expect things to go your motherfucking way. Well, this time, it didn't go your way. This time, you will not get the justice. If they would have sued the city of Dallas, although their brother or their relative is dead, at least that would have brung some type of justice or some type of, a retribution, at least financially. And see, the ancestors, they help push things through for you. Let me give you a prime example. I'm not going to go into details, but last year I sued a major company. Got a couple of dollars. And the thing is that under the category that I sued them, I was not supposed to get any money. I sued them under public accommodation. And usually when you go after people for violating public accommodation laws, or whatever you want to call it, I may not be saying it right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Usually when people violate public accommodation laws, for example, if you are a, physically disabled person, and I'm not physically disabled, but I'm just using this as an example. When you are a physically disabled person and, you go into a place and they don't have access for those types of people, they can sue for, they can sue under the public accommodation law or something like that. But you don't get money necessarily. What they do is they have to correct the issue, if that makes sense. They correct the public accommodation issue. So I had an issue with a major company, okay, discrimination, and under that, I was not supposed to get any motherfucking money, but I ended up getting about $1,500. It wasn't a lot of money, but that's okay. I got something, but you have to remember what I said. I was not supposed to get anything under the public accommodation law. They're only supposed to correct the issue. But because I work with my ancestors, and I work with spirits that I have known in this life that have transitioned, that were once flesh, because I work with my ancestors, they got me what the fuck I needed. My ancestors got me something that I wasn't even expecting. So that lets me know that I'm working the right way with my motherfucking ancestors, because they keep me afloat above the bullshit, if that makes sense. So that is what I'm saying. When you're working the way you're supposed to be working with your ancestors and honoring them and showing them respect and showing their energy respect, they in turn will work with you if you're working with your ancestors the right motherfucking way. See, I know how to work with my ancestors the right motherfucking way. Yeah, I know how to do that too. You know, I know how to work with that with my ancestors, and I can teach people how to work with theirs as well. Y'all didn't know that, did you? So what Botham Jeans family basically did was they showed disrespect to their ancestors. And in turn, their ancestors said, fuck you. You got up in that courtroom and you basically told that woman that it was okay for her to assassinate Botham Jean. That you forgave her for that. So what the fuck do you need us for then? You forgave her. So why should we help you get any motherfucking money? Why should we help you get any fucking money or any further justice? You forgave her like so many of you black Negroes forgive white supremacists, but yet many of you won't even sit down with another black person and work your fucking differences out. And I'm especially talking about you black men. I'm talking about you fucking niggas. Mainly you, because it was a black man that did that. You didn't see any black women in the family doing that motherfucking shit, but a lot of times black women get caught up, you know, as collateral damage sometimes. But it's always one of these cooning ass fucking nigga men, yeah, I said it, who do shit like this. So in turn, their ancestors have abandoned them. They have put a curse on their own motherfucking bloodline because of what they did in that motherfucking courtroom. They showed mad disrespect to his fucking memory. And you see that all the time with niggas. You see that all the motherfucking time with niggas. So no, the Botham, I'm getting ready to say the Botham Jean family, but I can say it that way too. So no, Botham Jean's family have inflicted a self-inflicted curse on themselves. And their ancestors ain't fucking with them. They ain't fucking with you because you made a mockery of their suffering and the shit that they went through. You made a mockery of that when that boy got up in that courtroom and hugged that motherfucking woman. I'm giving you the occult view. I'm giving you the spiritual view of what really happened. And their ancestors are very angry. This ain't me talking. Their ancestors are speaking through me. Because they're angry for what you motherfuckers did. So that is why that lawsuit that you all filed against the city of Dallas, the Jean family, that's why it did not go through, and you will not get any further justice for your relative Botham Jean, because you solidified and you confirmed that you don't want it because you let your relative get up in court and give his murderer a hug as if it was okay. I've had black men tell me that they wouldn't even give me a hug because I'm gay, because they think I'm going to touch on them or something like that. And I'm just throwing that out there. I don't give a fuck whether these dirty ass niggas don't hug me or not. I don't care nothing about that shit, because half of them I don't want to touch them no goddamn way. But I'm just making a point. I'm just making a motherfucking point. You feel what I'm saying? I'm making the point that they can get up in court and hug a motherfucking murderer of their brother, but then they would probably look their nose down at somebody like me. I'm just making a point. I don't really give a fuck per se. So don't get it twisted. I'm just making a point. How black men in particular, you change the fucking standards when it comes to white people. Just like that cooning ass motherfucking nigga who went to a white supremacist rally and wanted to give them niggas motherfucking, and wanted to give them, I'm calling them niggas, and wanted to give those animals, I'm going to call them that he wanted to give them fucking hugs. Because I'm going to tell you something. If Amber Geiger had killed a white man, if that was a white family that she had done that to, you better motherfucking believe that they wouldn't have been in no motherfucking courtroom hugging her. And for that, I have respect for that. Because they know the motherfucking what's up. they know the motherfucking what's up. And they know that doing that will disrespect their son's memory and or daughter's memory or whoever else. Not saying that eventually, 10, 20 years down the line, you can see or you can not offer, but you know what I'm saying, that you could see yourself maybe forgiving that person if that's applicable. Maybe you can see that 20 some years down the road. But for you to stand up in the motherfucking courtroom to give your brother's murderer a fucking hug, and then you expect your ancestors to work with you to get justice, it doesn't work that way. They put a self-fulfilling curse on themselves. No, I'm sorry, a self-inflicted curse, not a self-fulfilling. They put a self-inflicted curse on themselves. And they have shut down any type of assistance they could have gotten from their ancestors in regards to this matter. So no, you cannot sue the Dallas Police Department. You can't. You can't do it. You forgave your brother's murderer. You forgave her. So therefore, because you've done that, the ancestors cannot work with you and they can't help you. Your ancestors, they can't help you. They can't work with you because you forgave her and you showed disrespect and betrayal to their own suffering that they went through as well. This is Sia Grant, and I just had to come through with that mild little rant, and I just had to expound upon my thoughts in regards to this situation. Self-inflicted curse. You did it to yourselves.